We warn you first with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Well, good evening, everybody. We've got some pretty cloudy skies overhead right now and a very nice look at the skyline as well. It's always cool when you can kind of see the reflection of those lights on the clouds. That usually indicates that the clouds are a little bit lower than normal. Cloud table is just a little bit closer to the surface, which really isn't meaning too much right now. We had plenty of rain earlier, though, to help with that. West Texas State Bank Sky Tracker giving us a great look at Midland right now. And by the way, our high temperatures before that rain kicked off were really, really warm. 98 degrees, our high temperature from earlier today, 86 the average for this time of year, so way above average, but this time steering pretty clear of any records. Record set on this day in 1930, so a very long-standing record of 105 degrees. Yeah, I'm sure that was a very, very hot year. But here in West Texas currently, we've actually got some pretty cool conditions out there. A lot of rainfall across most of the state, some pretty strong thunderstorms across the Panhandle, and remnants of Imelda still hanging around on the border of Texas and Louisiana. Now, most of that rain has pretty much filled out of the way. We've got a lot of feedback on the satellite and radar. All that green showing up in a perfect circle almost actually is just a little error on the radar device. Not actually rain out there right now. And any little spots that you see right on the border of Ector County, that's actually a wind farm. Pretty cool when that kind of stuff gets picked up. But most of the rain is tracking off to the east and really phasing out. Just some extremely light showers. I did want to zoom in on that wind farm, though, because it is pretty cool to see anytime it shows up. Not actually rain, even though it is giving us some pretty strong reflectivity right now. Some of those reddish colors indicating usually some strong rain. In this case, just a couple of those turbines. Pretty cool. Anyway, south of I-10, we've got some pretty cloudy conditions, and any rain that we're seeing is exceptionally light and is tracking off to the east pretty slowly, but not bringing us too much rain anymore. Now, as we head into tomorrow, we have a good chance to see some more thunderstorms, but this time a little bit later on in the day. We'll warm up into the mid-90s, much like what we did today, if not a little bit cooler, and then that rain will help to cool us down. Unfortunately, it is going to come at a time which may interfere with your Friday night football plan, so do watch out for that. But either way, we can expect a lot more rain than what we saw today. Officially getting 0.05 inches in Odessa Midland, just over 1/10 of an inch in Alpine. Now, these are the official totals, which are basically buckets out there, and anytime rain falls into one of those buckets, it gets recorded as official rainfall. But notice that they are, in some cases, a couple hundred miles apart. So we usually try our best to observe those official rainfall totals. But if you got more rain than that at your house, that's exactly why. It just means that rain didn't fall in any of those official buckets. Now, we've got afternoon rain chances for tomorrow and on Saturday. Thankfully, the severe potential for tomorrow is pretty low. Now, it still rates we could be dealing with 1 or 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, but as we head on into the weekend, that severe weather potential is actually going to increase. Most of the rain out there is out of the way now, and as we head on into tomorrow morning, we'll start to see a lot of moisture pushing in from the east and a wave of energy coming in from the west. As those two air masses meet up overhead here in West Texas, that'll kick off a pretty good amount of showers right in between those two air masses. Those showers tracking to the east could intensify to possibly severe weather levels. I do think we have the chance for at least 1 severe thunderstorm for tomorrow, but most of that is going to be south of I-10. I think the basin actually still has a very fair chance at some thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, but an even higher chance on Saturday. And again, the severe weather risk is going to increase as we head into Saturday, as well as our rain chances. Now, I'd give it a good 50% chance here in Midland, Odessa for those thunderstorms. Saturday, 70% chance, and I think we could be dealing with some hailstorms, possibly some damaging winds, but that'll help us cool down to high temperatures in the 80s for both Saturday, Sunday, and actually even Monday before we cool down again after heating up on Wednesday. It's going to be a pretty nice week ahead of us, but we do have a lot of rain chances coming in the next few days.
Yeah, we do. And I know everyone's eyes are on tomorrow night, Friday night football.
Right. Unfortunately, it does look like we probably could be dealing with some thunderstorms around kickoff time, depending on where you are.
Take your umbrellas and drive safe.
There you go. Wear those ponchos. Those always look good.
Not quite the story in Houston. Thank you, Chase. The state of